Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Papers, Please. So we had another suicide bombing, and I'd like to say a couple of things about the end of the last video. Firstly, I intended to buy the Class 7 apartment, and after I stopped the video and continued on, I forgot to check it. So I made my family go cold for no reason, but never mind, it will pop up again. And I forgot to show off the new upgrades, but I will show it off in this video. So, let's crack on. So here we go, we've still got the EZIC paperwork. Here we go. There is a new Ministry of Admission director, and he's clamping down a bit more. So we have a new piece of paperwork, which is the identity supplement. So before only our Stotsken cards showed the height and weight. Now we have the ID supplements, which it's an extra document, which means it's going to be more of a pain in the arse, to be honest. I'll show it off momentarily. And one of the upgrades are these handy tabs here. So it means not having to go straight back to the front and clicking through, which makes life a little bit easier. And only one addition to the rulebook. Right, crack on. As you see, the limited space is getting a lot more limited. And you have a description, so it's showing that she's overweight. The thumbnail we don't have to worry about unless there's any issues. Everything seems fine. And I didn't check the map, but never mind. Hello again, Kalensk. What? Sure, that should be 15. Never mind, it's money. So as you can see there, you've got to look out for the descriptions as well. Another pain in the arse, but there's still more to come. Hi, thank you. Well, tough shit. And this is where it becomes quite a pain in the ass. Well, looks like she's going to die in 2 months. Okay, he's wearing platform shoes or something, I suppose. Well, I suppose it could be a rotund gentleman who likes wearing ladies' underwear, but... better safe than sorry, I suppose. Okay, diplomats don't need the ID supplement. Just to be sure. So, only 11 people processed, and the extra paperwork is a bit of a pain in the arse, especially with the descriptions. They're just descriptions, nothing exact with them, but we've made an extra $10 out of the bribe, and as you can see, not having the heating on, everyone's all cold, but we have plenty of money. Go. we now have a daily bulletin of the 3 most wanted international criminals. And again, you need to keep this up pretty much because that's the only way you can identify them. And again, with the first person, you know what the deal was going to be, so let's make a start. And it's as easy as that. And of course, correct documents are not. If you let them through, then you will receive a citation. Okay. Is that another one? Get in. Oh dear. I think if you let him through, he gives you a bribe. That's quite an obvious one. Quite funny as well. Especially the first time it happens. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention as well, right from the start, there's a little counter at the bottom, right underneath the transcripts file. So there's a little number here which, if you want to know how many people you're processing, you can keep track with them down here. Bit of a late thing, but just thought I'd point it out. Dangerowski. Damn it. Is this another one? And that's that. All three. Is that the only day all three appear? I don't know if it's randomised or not. Usually one or two appears. Damn it. And there's a classic example of why you should check everything. So yes, that's a very good reason why you need to check the weights, because if you don't, that happens. Well, not all the time, but there's a good chance it does happen. If I hadn't let her through, the day probably would have gone just fine. Right, we have another upgrade, and this time we are moving it into a Class 7 apartment. So we've still got a fair bit of money, but still we processed 12 people, which is better than yesterday's. Right, one more day, and I will call it an end. So, day 15. Okay, nothing new today, so straightforward day. Ooh. I think we have a bomb. I just love how calm he is. obviously, if you don't cut them in order or you take too long, um, there won't be much of a booth left afterwards. Yeah, when I first got that, I was like, oh god, what the actual hell? Yeah, Clance is just takes like a boss. Oh yeah. Spent way too long looking at that than I should have. Aha! Last of the engineers. Ah! I'm well off my game today. Is that classed as long hair? I suppose it could be a ponytail. Oh, hello again. Okay, fair enough. Bye. So far we've had no criminals. Right. So we didn't really make any money. 12 people processed, so an extra $5 from making it even with class 8, but we're pretty much on the knuckle here. Right. We can actually move back down to a class 8 if we want to. It means losing $25, but we're still in the plus. And I didn't actually show off the new upgrade, which seems to be a running theme. But anyway, it's been a couple of quiet days. 2 new implementations with the ID supplements, which, as you can see, it's a bit of a pain in the ass because you've gone from 2 documents to 3, and in some cases 4. And we also now have to watch out for wanted criminals. So the difficulty is ramping up ever so more. The next few days we should hopefully be seeing some more of the storyline. But until then, I hope you enjoy, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.